Hey guys, okay, so I was thinking about some things today, and I thought I would share a couple things about just sprinkling in coaching into your everyday post. I cannot stress enough how important that is, and I thought I was always doing that, but I think that just in the last couple months, it's been something that I have really made a point to do every single day. Now, to me, I used to think that's too much. Like, why would I post about coaching every single day? That's someone's gonna get really annoyed, or they're gonna feel like they're seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And while that may seem true, there's only a very, very small percentage of people who actually see your post every day. So when I challenge you guys to post about coaching every day, I really mean it, because if you think only, it's like 12% or 20% or something of Facebook sees your post a day. That's not very much. So when you think about it that way, when you make a post about coaching or what coaching's doing for your life or about the business, there's only a very small percentage of people who are actually seeing that post. So today and yesterday and a couple other days prior to this week, I have been really just sharing about coaching almost in every single post, just trying to ooze that passion that I have for coaching into every single thing that I share, making it very, very valuable to people who are following my story. And as a result, I've been getting so many people coming to me or even commenting on the pictures or coming to me and saying, I want what you're doing. Like, I want that life. I want that community that you're talking about, or I want those friendships, or I want that accountability, or I want that flexibility to stay home with my kids, or, I want XYZ, whatever it is that I've been really focusing on sharing a lot about. And so the way that I've been doing it is thinking of the one thing that I really want to focus on each month, and what I want to focus on as far as coaching goes. So right now, like this month, I've been really focusing on the freedom that coaching has given me to stay home with my baby. Now, I know that that doesn't relate to some of you, and that's okay. That's just my personal thing that I just feel so fulfilled and so happy about, and I can't help but want to share that with everyone. And so my challenge to you is to find something that you really relate to about coaching, something that just makes you just so excited about with coaching, and focus on sharing that in some way, shape, or form every single day. So if you're working full time right now, but coaching is maybe giving you that, maybe giving you the community that you've always wanted. Or maybe it's giving you, you're changing inside. Maybe you're becoming a better person. Maybe you were on the verge of being depressed, or just having a lot of self-doubt, whatever it may be. I know for a fact that coaching is probably helping you with whatever it was that you were struggling with before, or giving you freedom in some sense of the word. And so I challenge you to really share about that every single day in some form or fashion. It could be with your workout. It could be posting your workout, talking about whatever it is, and at the end saying, I'm just so glad that I started coaching, because before I started this journey, I never would have come home after a long day like I had today and done my workout. That's a way that you can put a little breadcrumb about coaching in there. I'm not saying to be like, I love fitness coaching, you should be a coach. I'm not saying to be so blatant like that. I'm talking about just throwing it in there in very small ways. Like for me, I'm like, oh, my son's up early and I had all these plans, but you know what? I love that my job allows me to have hours where I can wait to work at night if I need to, because that's how flexible it is. I love that. Or whatever it may be for you. Maybe it's that you were craving that community. Maybe you moved to somewhere that you don't know anybody and you feel alone. Maybe your husband works all day and you work all day, but you don't really have a bunch of friends at work, or whatever. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends and you crave that relationship. You crave that community of people who are friendly and kind and uplifting. Maybe you crave that. And I guarantee you, that's what coaching is bringing to you. I know for a fact, if you're on our team, that is something that coaching has brought to the table for you, because it has for me, for sure. I have a whole big group of girlfriends now, and I was not one that had a ton of girlfriends growing up. I had, one or two, three, four good girlfriends, and that was it. I didn't have a bunch of friends, I just wasn't like that. I was shy, and that's just how it was. So for me, as I've gotten older and as I've quit teaching now, I had relationships when I was teaching, and now I'm at home by myself all day, and sometimes, you can get in your head. And so for me, the relationship part of coaching is huge. It has totally changed my life and changed who I think I would be. If I think about who I would be without coaching, then I don't really want to know that person. I think that I would be way more lonely than I am. I think that I would be craving something that I'm not getting, that friendship, that relationship, that those people who I can just talk to every single day. My success partner and I, we talk every day, and I can share literally anything with her, more than I've probably ever shared with other friends that I've had for years, because she and I talk every single day. Same with all my coaches. We talk every single day. We know the ins and outs and the struggles and the gains and the positive things, and that I need you to pray about this for me right now, because I know that I can count on you. I know that I don't have to give you any kind of information right now, but I know that if I just say, can you pray for me, that you will. So if relationships are the thing that has changed your life about coaching, then share about that, you guys. If you guys watched the training video from Tara and Micah, and they were talking about recruiting and how to bring in people, and to stop thinking of coaching like this, oh, I have to recruit people and it's like this icky thing. It's not, you guys. Y'all, we have such a gift. We have this thing that can bring security, that can bring freedom financially and emotionally. Physically, we have these programs that are changing lives. They are making people healthier, getting off of depression meds and anxiety meds and all kinds of stuff. And so treat it like it's a gift. You have this precious, precious thing that you could give to somebody who's struggling, and it might change their life. And so if you're not sharing about that, how are they ever going to know? How are they ever going to be helped? And because nobody's out there telling them that there is something that they have to help them, and you have it. So I want for you to really think about that. For me, it's easy for me to talk about, because yes, I did get to quit my job, and I get to be home, and I get to practice and do all the things that I want to do because I have that freedom to be home. But those of you that are working, either if you're allowed to say stuff like that, then talk about how excited you are that you have found this passionate job and you are working your butt off so that this can become your full-time job. If you're able to talk about things like that, or if you have to block that post from your boss on Facebook, you know how you can click the little public or the private thing, you can block that person. They'll never know that that post was made, but you can truly talk about how passionate you are and how much you cannot wait for this to become your job. Or post about the relationship side, post about things that you are gaining because of coaching. Because there are people out there who are working full-time jobs and they need something to be passionate about. They need a friend. They need exercise. They need relationships. They need financial freedom. There is something for everybody in this business, and you have to know that, and you have to truly, truly believe that before you can really be recruiting and bringing on people the way that you want to. So I just want for you to kind of this week and the rest of the month, as you're really trying to start this year off right, be thinking about that. Think about that coaching is not this thing where you're just trying to get a bunch of people to fill spots and move up in rank. It's not that. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, that that directly works towards your income and towards you being able to get to that goal of this being your full-time job. But more so than that, it is you're helping people, and you have this beautiful, beautiful gift to be able to give people that's going to help them find that freedom that they're wanting, whether it is just to have a community. Maybe they love their full-time job, and that's great, but they're empty. They have something that they need, and they need relationships, or they need a friend, and that is what coaching can bring to them. So this week and the rest of this month, especially during Teen Cup time, I really challenge you to add coaching into every single post that you make. Go look at my Facebook feed or go look at my Instagram, and I literally talk about coaching in almost every single post. If it's having to do with food, typically not, but every other post, I'm twisting it in some way, shape, or form. Personal development has changed my life. I get to be home with my son. I love the flexibility of my hours. I'm talking to my coaches right now. The relationships I made with them are life-changing. I can't imagine my life without them. You know, I'm struggling with this, but thanks to my, my success partner or my girlfriends over here, I am able to get through it and I feel like I have support. All of that stuff that's all sharing about the business without being like a walking poster board for the 21-day fix or for I'm a Beachbody coach, join me. So I hope that makes sense, and that maybe it helps you think of some ideas of things that you can be sharing about, because coaching is just, y'all, it's amazing, and it has the power to change your life and to change someone else's life if they truly believe in it and truly stick to it. So I just want for you to remember that, and I challenge you to be sharing this week in every single post that you make, unless it just really doesn't fit. Don't be awkward. But I do challenge you to share about coaching, share what it's doing for you. And if you're just beginning as a coach, then I bet you're really pumped and you're excited and you're like, oh my gosh, this team rocks. And I love that I'm getting to work out every day. Share about that. Share that coaching is allowing you to do that. That's sharing about the business. It doesn't have to be that you have this huge paycheck coming in every week and that you're staying home now and all this other stuff that top coaches talk about, or coaches who have been in it for a year or two. You know, don't compare yourself to everybody else. Don't say, well, I can't post about that. I can't post about coaching because I have nothing to show for it. That's not true. You have inside changes. Your personality has probably, not your personality, but your emotional interior has probably changed. Your outlook on life has probably changed. You've probably made a little bit of money. You've made relationships with people, and you've bettered yourself. That's a huge part of coaching. Half of our vital behaviors is all working on us. Personal development, doing the workouts, being a product of the product. That is like a huge, more than half of what coaching is. So I want for you to remember that. I want for you to share about coaching this week. And if you have any questions, or you're just really struggling on how to do that, like I said, go check out my feed. Feel free to message me and ask me questions. I'm here to help you, but I know that you can do it, and I just want you to know how much that can really help you with trying to progress your business forward and bring on business building coaches, because that's something that our team is really working on this year, and I don't want that self-doubt to get in the way, because that is just negative. That is not from this job. That negativity should not be there. You have the power to do something about it, and you have the power to share about this awesome opportunity. So think about what it's done for you, whether it's financial or just emotionally or physically. That is awesome. That is something. So don't belittle that just because you're not some top coach making a ton of money yet. Okay? So go out there and post about coaching today, and I want for you to post below this video an example, I was gonna say a picture, but an example of your post today that you're gonna make. So whether you've kind of thought out what you're gonna say, post it, but I wanna see, like, once you post it, I want for you to screenshot it and put it in the comments, so then we can have a whole message thread of examples, okay? And then that way I can give you some advice too. If maybe you kind of got crickets on it, or nobody said anything on it, then maybe we need to kind of tweak your wording, and that's something that I can help you with too. So I want for you to focus on that today and the rest of this month and the rest of your Beachbody career. You have an awesome gift. So switch your mindset and start thinking about it like that. Don't think about it like you're recruiting people. Think about it like you have this gift and you just can't stop talking about it. You have to share about it because you want people to feel as awesome as you do. Okay? So love you guys. Let me know if you need anything else, and I will talk to you soon.